VBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, top 10 list of everything and anything, personality profile, sports video blogs, professional wrestler video blogs, MBTA video blogs, entertainment video blogs, plus tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites, RVBN. The only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 7 in the morning in Berwick, Massachusetts on Tuesday, April 25th, 2017, 7 in the morning, not cloudy skies, about 46 degrees, not going to get up to like 50 today, and rain showers, light in the morning, but in the afternoon and evening, more rain showers, heavy rain. The Red Sox Yankees game could be in jeopardy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's a Jeopardy theme song. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Do 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 do. The Toronto Raptors are up 3-2 in their series against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors could close out Game 6 in Milwaukee Wednesday. Also, the Hawks beat the Wizards, so that evens the series up at 2 games apiece. And the Warriors swept the Trailblazers out of the playoffs. That was not shocking. And it's also Happy World DNA Day. And 24 years ago today, the New England Patriots drafted Drew Bledsoe, quarterback out of Washington State, with the first overall pick in the 1993 NFL Draft. Bledsoe was the best quarterback in Patriots history until some guy named Tom Brady came along. And 17 years ago today, David Arquette became WCW World Champion. That kind of ruined the history of the WCW World title, which could trace it back to the NWA. That probably spit in the face of such wrestlers as Harley Race and Jack Briscoe and Terry Funk and Dory Funk Jr. and Luthez and Nature Boy Ric Flair, 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. Woo! And that's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my first video blog subject of the day. Get out! You're so sweet, cause they're cute. The more the merrier. Go find something to do. I know. Last week, no bus. Want to put a wager on that, Richie? I don't care about game shows. Are you writing a book? Great quotes only on RVBN. Time now is 7:03 in the morning, Berwick, Massachusetts. The first video blog of the day for Tuesday, April 25th, 2017 is top 10 list of everything and anything. Today's subject is top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future. BUZZR is an over-the-air digital network that shows classic game shows from the Fremantle library. All of these game shows, over 40,000 hours. These are the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future. I include game shows from other like classic ones like Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy or the $10,000 Pyramid or Joker's Wild or Tic-Tac-Toe, because they're owned by Sony, and it's unlikely that BUZZR's going to pry away those game shows from Sony. They would have to do a lease agreement. Also, I didn't include the list of The Price is Right, because they would have to go through CBS or Bob Barker to get clearance because of he doesn't want any furs, and also Classic Concentration, which was produced by Mark Hudson and Bill Todman in the 1970s and 80s, but the format's owned by NBC, and they would have to go through NBC. And here are the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future. Number 10 on this list, the 2000 through 2002 version of To Tell the Truth, hosted by John O'Hurley. This was like a updated version of To Tell the Truth, which was pretty good. It was, in my opinion, underrated. Reruns of This version of To Tell the Truth was shown on Game Show Network in the late 2000s. Would love to see it again on BUZZR. Number 9 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future. What's My Line, the 1968 through 1975 version of What's My Line, hosted by Wally Bruner and then Larry Biden. It was an updated version of the classic game show What's My Line, which was pretty good, and they had an awesome theme song, and reruns of this aired on GSN for many years. Hopefully it comes back again. Number 8 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, the daytime version of Password, the last season on CBS 1966 through 1967 that was shot in color. This was the one that survived being wiped out. And this version of Password was actually, the reruns were actually syndicated in 1968 to try to revive it. And the reruns were actually shown on WSBK TV 38 in Boston. Hopefully BUZZR airs it in the near future. Number 7 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, the 1987 version of Blockbusters hosted by Bill Raftery, which was a decent revival of Blockbusters, but it was like one-on-one, except the board was computerized. I much loved the solo play against the family pair in the version of Blockbusters, but this one-on-one was okay. It only lasted 5 months. Number 6 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, Wordplay. This was Tom Kennedy's last game show that lasted 9 months on NBC. Tom Kennedy said this game show could have went a long way because it was a format that, if got established, could last several years. Tom Kennedy in an interview says Wordplay had legs. That means it could have been a long show. I'm a big fan of legs. Nice legs on cute lady blondes like Julie Broughton and Molly Roseblood and the others. Number 5 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, the Celebrity Name Game hosted by Craig Ferguson, which got canceled recently. It's probably going to show up on BUZZR sooner or later. Number 4 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, Match Game 1990 with Russ Schaefer. It was kind of a good revival of the Match Game. They had Charles Nelson Riley as a regular panelist, and Brett Summers and Betty White, who were Match Game regulars, appeared from time to time. Number 3 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, Beat the Clock, the Bud Collyer version in the 1950s, with Roxanne as the assistant. And the last time this was shown reruns on the air was on Game Show Network back in the 2000s. Number 2 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, the 1999 through 2002 version of Family Feud with Louis Anderson. This version of Family Feud has been rarely reran. I think the last season of the Louis Anderson version of Family Feud was shown on the PAX Network, which is on television back in 2002-2003. And Louis Anderson was a great host of Family Feud. He got the revival established, and too bad he couldn't host it for many more years, but he was involved in a scandal. And I actually know somebody who appeared on Louis Anderson's version of Family Feud. I know there was a family from Billerica called the Tibbetts family. I went to high school with Jessica and Meredith. Number 1 on this list of the top 10 game shows that BUZZR should air in the near future, Trivia Trap, hosted by Bob Eubanks, which lasted 6 months on ABC 1984 and 1985. This was the last original game show that Mark Goodson produced, and it was to capitalize on Trivia Pursuit, the board game in the 1980s. The format was flawed, said Bob Eubanks, but it was a fun game show. I bet reruns of Trivia Trap will be on BUZZR before in the near future. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, with 2 more video vlogs for your entertainment. One will be about the second round previews of the Stanley Cup playoffs, the conference semifinals, Rangers versus Senators, Capitals versus Penguins, Blues versus Predators, and Ducks versus Oilers. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the WWE MSG House Show card review from 9/29/1988, with the main event Randy Macho Man Savage facing off against an 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, for the WWE Championship. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Wally Roseville of WCCLX, and it's nice like Elizabeth Hot, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 New York. Such a rocking cougar's got the best legs in New York City, bar none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Len Clay of WHCA Channel 7 in Boston. Rocks, and she's got the best legs in Boston. Abigail Ogina of KOCO Channel 5 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Rocks, and she got the best legs in Oklahoma City. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Sharkey, former principal at BMHS, this action will not be tolerated. BMHS. Goodbye.